Hey friends, today we are going to look at how we can describe character actions in a story. First, let's start with our learning goal, which says I can describe characters in a story and explain how their actions contribute to the sequence of events. Let's review a couple pieces of important text before we get started. Main characters are the ones who appear most often in a story. Their actions are very important to the story and the plot, which are events. Other characters in the story do not appear as often, and their actions may not tell us a lot about the plot. So these other characters may not come up as often as some of the main characters in the story. We're all pretty familiar with the story of the Three Little Pigs. We can use the story of the Three Little Pigs to describe sequence. Sequence is the order of important events that make up the plot of a story. In the beginning of the story of the Three Little Pigs, the hungry wolf tries to trick the Three Little Pigs. In the middle of the story, he tries to blow their straw, stick, and brick houses down. Finally, towards the end of the story, the wolf learns that he cannot blow down the brick house, and he leaves hungry. All of these are events that are important into the story, and they move the story along, known as the sequence of events. There are some main things that we can think about when we are looking at the sequence of events in a story. The first thing that can help you is to stop when you come to a main event in the story. Ask yourself, what did the character do to cause this to happen? Lastly, you can connect. Because this character did this, this happened. So if we go back into the story, The Three Little Pigs, because the wolf was hungry, he tried to trick the Three Little Pigs. Because he tried to blow their brick, straw, and stick houses down, they came up with a plan. In the end, their plan worked. They were all in the brick house and he could not catch them. So, in the end of the story, he ends up leaving hungry. His plan did not work. To review that, stop when you come to a main event in the story. Ask yourself, what did the character do to cause this to happen? And you can connect these things. Because the character did this, this event happened. We can use how wolves' actions contribute to the sequence of events in a story using a character chart. First, we're going to start with the action. Wolf tries to figure out how to get to the Three Little Pigs, so he thinks he will blow their house down. This is what he does in the story. If you go back into the text, you'd be able to see that this is an event that he tries to complete, leading to his actions. The action will lead to an event in the story. Wolf huffs and puffs, but he cannot blow the brick house down. His motivation for trying to blow the brick house down was that he was hungry and he climbs in the chimney of the brick house. What it reveals about him as a character is that he is determined to try to get to the Three Little Pigs. You can use a character chart to help you describe how actions contribute to the sequence of events in a story. Finally, we have learned how we can describe characters in a story and explain how their actions contribute to the sequence of events.